Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It is lovely to have you here, and it is Sunday today. I'm pretty sure it is scraps on Sunday. So yeah, the box is growing and I've stopped fighting it. I'm not trying to make it any smaller now, I'm just having fun playing in it all the time. So we'll see what bits and pieces we can make with some of these scraps and spares. Now you'll notice the Gulliver's Travels book on the top. It is just a fly. Is that, no, it's not the fly sheet, is it? I don't know. It's the cover anyway. It's the paper cover that protects the main book. And I just thought it was so well, antique-y. I don't know what year it's from actually. It's quite old. So I thought I might save it. Yeah, I might take it into pieces and back it onto perhaps some other older book paper, and then use them perhaps as journal cards or something like that. So that's why that's there. I will literally just be sticking it down on paper, so I don't think you particularly want to see that. So I just grabbed this out of my drawer as I was tidying my drawer, so it's all my strips, and I think it might as well be in here with my my scraps and my spares, and I think there's some more of these in here, so I will add them to this if there is, and then this can live with this, and then, you know, I can see when it's getting too full. So shall I just grab a load from the top and well, I don't know, you see, things disappear that I love. Should I get it all out? Should I just tip it all out on the desk? I was joking. Who shouted yes? Yeah, I need to stop at some point, don't I? Right, we might, where can I put it back under there where it goes. We might come back to that, but yeah, let's just see what inspires us. Now I've got a couple of ideas. Ooh, I've got found one of my rabbits here, look. Yeah, I've got a little plastic wallet that's probably shining on you. I'm going to do something with these plastic wallets. I've got a load in a charity shop haul. I'll show you them in another video, but yeah, rabbits are beautiful. Yeah, I've got a few ideas because I've been in bed this morning watching a few videos. That's not paper, and I mean, these little bits are all for collaging. I'm not collaging today, so we'll just put those on one side. From who have I been watching? I've watched Tanya's, I can't remember them all now. Anyway, the last one I was watching I can remember, because I wrote it down so I would remember, is Jessica at Paper Terrace, and that is because yeah, I'm going to maybe do a couple of things that I've seen her do this morning, so I didn't want to like do them and pretend they were my idea. Another rabbit. Now she don't think she made them with scraps, but I'm thinking, you know, some of my scraps could come in for that. So yeah, I'm just having a little sort through. Hopefully you're just enjoying seeing, I think that's just for backing, some of what's here to play with. Now my brain's gone completely dead. What did she make? Now what she does is she makes journal pages in advance and stores them all as pages, right? And just put those in there because I'd like to use them up. I've just got 5 sitting around, so I'll just put them to one side for now. Yeah, some book pages that I've got spare from making my book page packs. Yeah, I sold a few yesterday, thank you everybody. There are a couple, I think there might be 4 or 5 left still. Right, this is what I wanted to get to, all these bits of, oh yes, those, all these bits of cardy type papers. Just take some of these scrappy bits out. Oh, and we just keep going, and we just keep going, and we just keep going. All right, so I'm just going to leave them all there. This one's just inspired me. Yeah, so she makes you know, she makes full pages, but she puts like pockets and things on the pages, I guess on pages, and then she glues those back pages into a journal. But I'm not going to do that. So this, I think I glued these 2 sheets together, for a project, and I wanted one sheet upside down, if you see what I mean. So when you turn it round, it was the right way, whichever way you turned it, and I obviously didn't do that, so it ended up in the scraps. So let's use it up. and make a like a fold down. This is something that Jessica did. What would you call it? And what size do I want it? I'm going to go with that. I'm going to use that natural break in the book page. I don't know if she called it a fold down folio or something like that. Now obviously some of it's going to be upside down, but the outside is going to be probably decorated, so we'll have it upside down outside, if you see what I mean. So I'd like to tell you the sizes, didn't I? So I've ended up with 8.5 inches by 4 1/4, and I've folded up 2 3/4 inches. And I'm going to have to ink that because I can't see where it is. And I'm going to fold down. How much over it do I want? Not too much. There. So I'm going to fold down just under 2 inches, which has left, yeah, about 1 inch in there. Right, I'm going to, just so that I can see them, ink all the folds. I don't know if I need to see the inside ones or not, but just with it being book page on book page, you know, when I fold it over I can't really see. Okay, so I hope you're all well. I'm okay. Neil's at work, but we both woke up with yeah, like cold symptoms. You know, runny eyes, runny noses, sore throats, that kind of thing. So we both did a test. We've both been sneezing. Yeah, and it's not the sea. Well, not at the moment anyway. Which is why I was laid in bed. Poor old Neil had to get up and go to work, bless him. But yeah, I laid in bed with an extra cup of tea this morning and watched more YouTube videos than I normally do. So I took some paracetamols, and yeah, I feel a lot better now. So I'm still a little bit muggy, but I think the tablets have worked for me. Okay, so when we open it out, it is readable. Hardy Rules for Colour Through the Year. So it's from a book on gardening. Right, what else did you? Just trying to think now. She did a closure on it, but I don't think I'm going to. I've just spotted over here on my desk 2 of these. Right, I might do another one with a closure on it, but I'd like to use these up. Aren't they gorgeous? So these are hidden paper clips. I'm really sorry, I can't remember. There was at least a couple of people who did them in the challenge, the Tatty Treasure Facebook group challenge. And I'd never made them until now, and I love them. I really must go back and make some. I just found these in a little drawer I was sorting out. So yeah, that'll hold that down. So now if it's sat on a page like that, we won't be able to do that, will we? So I'll do one of each. Yeah, so if you want to glue it down and have it sat on a page, you need to do a circle closure. So like a brad. I'll do one in a minute, so I'll get one out if I find some more paper to do it with. A brad and a hole in the middle if you can. Well, or 2 brads, but she did hers with a brad and another piece of card. I've got a little bit somewhere. Got a little bit of that lovely. This didn't have a tiny piece of that. Did I leave it in the box? Oh, it's here. It's here, look. Oh, the blue doesn't really go, does it? Anyway, she had a piece of that like that and made the closure like that. I'll do one in a minute, so just so that it folded down. Not quite as big as that. Alright, take that off there. But I'm going to do one that, yeah, sits in a pocket or a tuck or something, because I want to use those up and I think they look nice on this. I'm also going to have to put something on there, aren't I, to decorate it. But so yeah, it'll open down like that, and she just put a couple of pockets in it, which was simple as. I'm sure I've done them before, I'm sure other people have, but she, as with most things when you watch on YouTube, she's reminded me of it, so I need to tell you that it was her that quite like that. So it was a tag that I've not backed yet and has been in the tea staining pile. Scissors, they're not them. I've got lots of pairs of scissors around here, but they're not the right ones. So do I want it as big as that? Yeah, I don't see why not. It's not a particularly precious book. A bit less than that, you know, book page that we need to see. and I'm going to make the corners round because it looks a bit strange now. Can I do them all? Yeah, I'll do them all because some of them are and some of them are not, with it being the tag that I'm using up. Oh, lovely. Oops. So yeah, I think I'll put quite a decent sized divot in it because it's a big pocket. It's nearly taking up all the... It's nice to come on with your scraps and have an idea what you're going to make. I mean, as you know, I do like to just sit down with them and invent, but yeah, sometimes... I did say I was making a big divot, and I did. Yeah, sometimes it's just nice to dig in your scraps and find something for something you particularly want to make. Lovely, and then it's just a matter of sticking that on. Other than, yeah, I feel like all I've done recently is make tags and journal cards or you know, pocket fillers. So I'm in the mood for something slightly different. So this just fit the bill this morning. Obviously we can go back at a later date and put tags and things in them. I'm just seeing if any of these, because they've come out of here and they are botanical. That one might be a nice one, might it? Just while we're using up, what do you think? Do you think I can just rip it? I mean, it's going to need backing, isn't it? But let's try this book page. So it's going to be too long as well. Take a bit off there. Maybe I should be scissoring it. Cutting it is the proper word. You know what I meant when I said scissoring it. Perhaps I should be using the scissors. Alright, you can't stand out that much because that's the fold. Yes, Denise. Trim it with your scissors or you'll be here forever. Just a pretty little flower and a piece out of my... Yeah, okay. Square it off a little bit. That's going to be backed, so it's going to be squared off again, isn't it? So don't take too much off. So I hope you guys are all well and enjoying your Sunday so far. I know it's not, might not be Sunday yet in some parts of the world, but by the time you see this, hopefully it will be. What should we back you on to? I've got plenty choice. Oh, got a birdie there. How did you get in there? Piece of that not big enough. Perfect. Yep, and I'm still using up this. It's shiny book page, so glitter is a good call. I mean, it's not shiny paper on shiny paper. It's going on to some nice porousy paper. Yep, it's not very straight, is it? I'll just let it dry a minute and then I'll have to have the chopper on it. Okay, and then I think she had a lovely piece of vellum or tracing paper in the top of there, but I didn't dig any of that out, did I? So rather than constantly looking for something, let's use what we've got here. What else have we? Oh, no, too small. I'm going to pull that out because I'm going to use that. Piece of craft card. No. I'm wanting vellum. That's pretty. Don't think I saw any when I pulled everything out. We watch some just come to light. Now I have a drawer here. Let's see if there's anything in it. Oh, there is, look, some pink. Perfect. Everything fell out. In you go. Excuse my eyes. Oh dear. My phone falling over. Okay, back you go, you lot, out the way. Just trim the end because it's a bit... So where are we going about here? Well, I'll have to go with that, won't I? Oh, I didn't have to, I could have had it longer. I'm not going to make it too deep, because if you make vellum deep and push your fingers in it, it rips, doesn't it? So we don't want any of that ripping going on. Yeah, cutting it square is going to be a that better. It's not very square, that bottom bit. That one's better. Right, let's put a little, might help as well. No, it won't help because it won't cut it. Okay, not bad. Let's ink it. Inking it will help. I should have put a piece of paper behind that and it would have cut fine. Yeah, you can still see those words behind it, so yeah, I like the vellum idea for a pocket. So it doesn't have to be book page, it could be, well, any paper at all. It doesn't have to be scrap. Have I got that on straight? It's not bad, is it? Let's, while I remember where this is going, put that back up there. Let's trim it down. Oh, I'm liking having all these scraps out on my desk. I should do that more often. Right, well, let's get a straight edge somewhere across the top, and then we'll go from that. Sorry, I don't know why I do that so hard sometimes. Very noisy. I'm just an animal with it. Okay. Yep, and I've used up a shiny piece of my book page that I couldn't bear to part with. It's a lovely little journal spot. Could it do with something to pull it out with? It's not got room, so it can't have. I'm just fancying a little stamp on the bottom. What have we got? They're big. Got a little butterfly anywhere. A little bunch of flowers. A bouquet of flowers. Let's go with some pink. And a piece of paper here. Let's just, oh, see, press too hard on the edges, Denise. It's always worth having a practice. That's it, don't press the edge. Perfect. Lovely little bouquet. Print that some more on there. That's it. Super. Got some pretty paper to play with there as well. Yeah, I'm still not sure about those corners. Should we try a little teeny tiny one? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's better. It's giving it a little bit of something. Okay, could always put a tiny bit of lace across the top, but I won't spend any more time on it now. Okay, we haven't got anything for there, but that's fine. I think I might corner those as well, round those corners. Come out. Of course, you could have another one in there, a belly band, you could have something in there. Could have a journaling spot in there, couldn't you? Right, what we're going to put on here to disguise. I would like to use some of this map up actually. Let's tear a square and see what we think, because you know it's one of those big fold out maps and I have got tons of it, so I'm thinking it might be an idea to, I'm on the lookout for a bigger scrap box. Yeah, that wasn't very good, Denise, it was far from square. You can see it was, look. Let's just create some more scraps. Right, sort of there. Yeah, a bigger box, sorry, stopped halfway through there, didn't I? To put some scraps and spares in, you know, that I've used a lot. So like this map, I've used it a lot recently, so to put the rest of it in and then, you know, sort of swap my scraps about. You know how children have their toy boxes swapped about, so some toys out and some not, and then you know, swapped. Yeah, thinking about doing that with my scraps. You know what the danger there is, don't you? That I just continue to fill boxes and not swap them over. But yeah, I just want that rip tension. That's why I'm being so finicky about. I just think when I ink it up, it will be better. Right, hold the little bit. Hold the little bit and pull the big bit, I think is the key to it. Let's see if there is a key to it at all. Yeah, I like it actually. So yeah, I'm looking for, well actually I have got some boxes I could probably tidy out and use. I have just started putting all my Bluebell kit from Tanya and Nanine in a beautiful big blue box with butterflies on that I bought recently, so because there will be, it will come out regularly. So just like Alice, I haven't got a box for my Alice pages yet, but I've got a box that I always keep the Alice ephemera in, and it's just always there, so I know where it is, but it's away and tidy and it's always grabbable. And same with my flower fairies. So yeah, I'm thinking, and yeah, so I've got one for my Bluebell kit, and yeah, I might have to do the same with the what's that one that I absolutely love now? Is that going to be too much? It's a pity that writing's not the right way up, because I would have liked a bit of the writing showing behind the map. Yeah, I'm not feeling the map now. No. I must have some scraps that will go on there. Just bear with me while I dig. That would have been nice as well. I liked the blue. There's some touches of blue in there. Oh, more rabbits. Pull them out while you've got them, that's it. Come out. Not wide enough. Right, so I'm looking for something quite wide. Oh, it's a big piece of that, look. Did we like that? I think I do. Let's have a look. Now, I was also thinking tissue paper, or yeah, we're around the corner, so we've done it. Tissue paper, is that what I was thinking? Tissue paper or napkins, that's it, that's what I was, yeah, so napkins or tissue paper, or what do they call it? It's got another name. Is it decoupage paper they call it, I think? Or rice paper. I've got all of those things. But let's use the scraps up where we can. Yeah, sorry, I'm making a bit of a meal of it, but I am enjoying it. So just fiddling with the papers, making more scraps as I go. That was rubbish, wasn't it? Why didn't I use the ruler? I don't know. Tear it a little bit. Had to get me a bit of tearing in, didn't I? Right, now there's all sorts of ways up that this paper could go, but I think I'll have the flowers the right way up. And I want the tiniest bit off the top. Well, it's straight, so that's good anyway. Okay, come on, we're doing that. Hey. Okay, so what do we think? It's clashy. Just that upside down paper that's text that's rather annoying me, just because it's so in your face. Let's see if this helps or not. You know, it stands out rather than disappears into the background. I mean, there is upside down text on the paper that I'm using, you know, that I'm sticking on it, but it's not in your face. No, I'm not pleased with that. I need a bigger piece. Sorry guys if I'm messing you about, but at least I can use this one now. Right, I've got a crinkly edge here. and a crinkly edge here. I know what you're thinking, don't make it exactly the same size, Denise. I know. So, what did I want? I only wanted about a millimetre, 2 millimetres. Bigger, let's go with 1.5. Right. You see, it's way too big. It's bizarre, most bizarre. Yeah, so some things are worth being fiddly over, in my opinion, and some things are not. This is one of those things where if I don't get it right, it will disappoint me. So I'm just going to take a bit of time upside down. Were they? I don't know. Yeah, I think so. You're dizzy. Why come that one's not as long as that one? Well, it is. That's better though. This great big piece here isn't showing, is it? Right, I'm going with it. Phew. I heard your sigh of relief. So what are you guys up to? Let me know. I've not heard much from about what you're doing. You're keeping me up to date with your weather, which is lovely. I do love to know who's getting what weather. But I know what a couple of you are doing. I know there's a couple of you doing the tall skinny journals because you've told me, but other than that I don't know what most of you are up to. Or if you're new, let me know what you're up to. Now, I didn't think about the clip I was going to put on it, did I? Oh look, now there's a butterfly, so that one will go. I was going to say whether it would go or not. Perhaps off to the side so those lovely flowers are showing. Isn't that nice? Now, obviously I'm going to have that as a piece that's added, so yeah, that may well want some papers or something adding to it. Look at all these bits I've made. About a piece of that's nice. Just down the middle. Cabbage root fly. Let's get rid of the root fly bit. There. I know I could put it on as a belly band, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to put it on as a torn piece of paper, just for a bit of decoration. Oh, was it still too big? Oh, would you believe it? I'm not a measurer today. Perhaps it's a day for using the ruler. Squeak, squeak. I've just spotted this little bird here. Would he be nice? Don't stick him on that blooming paper clip. You would. Yeah, so there's something to be said for having everything out floating around on the desk. Let's just ink him in a bit. That's it. Oh, lovely. Okay, so it's completely different to the one that I watched, but yeah, it's nice and I enjoyed making it. So yeah, we'll make another one in a minute. Let's see what else we've got now. I was thinking about these when I watched her do. She did 10, I think she did 10 things. There's only a couple I'm going to do, but I was thinking about these while I was watching her, thinking, oh, they'd be good for that. And basically it's just a double stacked pocket is what it is. Going to hide that really, isn't it? Yeah, I think it just wants something plain at the back. Because the only bit that's going to show is a tiny bit there. Let's use that then. So it's just, yeah, a double stacked pocket. You'll see what I mean in about 30 seconds time. And it's going to be stuck down on a page. So which bit are we going for? About there. It wants to be practically the same size, just a tad longer. So I like that end, so I'll trim at that end. Wider, not longer, wider. Yeah, I think if I glue it in a nice thick band, I'll be able to trim top and bottom to match. So I'll put me. Right, are you going to make a divot on this, or are you going to be awkward? not very happy, that, is it? I might have to try the oh, what is it that you cut with it to sharpen it? I've not tried it yet, but foil, baking foil, silver foil, aluminium foil, whichever you call it. That's quite wide, isn't it? This is to go on a page in it. Well, no, it's only it's just slightly over 4 inches, so if I take it down to 4 inches, that definitely should fit on a page. Yeah, 10 centimetres. They're usually 12, aren't they, my pages? So 10 centimetres will fit. Need some ink. My dauber's dry. That's it. Well, it's more than dry. It's dry and had seen better days, but it's still working, so yeah, that bit's going to be stuck down. It's a pocket that's going to be stuck down. This. Yeah, I could have a divot and a pocket under there, but I was wondering about these. Oh, there's a nice thin one for a pocket on the top. So let me just, so these are my Flower Fairy poem pages. I just want a slim bit on the front there. I'll try and get the word fairy in now. They have been ever so slightly coffee dyed in places, but I think I'm going to end up cutting all that off. So we did get the word Candy Tuft Fairy in there. I'm not quite going to get that. I was hoping to get that book page number in it. I do. Just recently something about book page numbers that I like to keep in my projects. I have managed to. Okay, I maybe should have cut this out and cut these together to get them the same, but let's see what we can do. Maybe make that back one a bit bigger. That feels more like the mechanics than the actual blade that's the issue. Let's turn it upside down or it will be blinding you. Yep, so again, made lots of these in various shapes and sizes. It was just a matter of being reminded about them. They're a very popular. Yeah, and this is a very wide one I've made actually, so I don't know that I've made one this wide before. Let's go with it. And then we'll maybe make a couple of less wide ones with some of the basics. I was just thinking about these pictures that I had, journal cards, William Morris journal cards in here, and I thought, oh, they're going to make, I mean, I could have cut that one down there, couldn't I? And still used it. But at least there's plenty of it showing now with this. Another pocket on the top as well. So yeah, you could put it on the page and make it a third triple pocket. I'm just going to leave it as 2 for now. I'm not going to take the divot out. Yeah, sometimes 2 is enough bulk wise. And again, when I use it, I will probably put some lace or some bling or something. I think I can even take that down, and that might help. Keep the book page, the number page, page 15. So that back one doesn't have to be particularly strong anyway, if it's being glued down. Okay, where's the other piece I just made? There. Okay, I've done 2 pieces and we're over halfway. Well over halfway, so let's, yeah, I want to make, what? Oh, that was from the other day. Why was that still in there? Need something on it, needs embellishing. Let me put it with today's makes, and then that's one of those paper clips. Right, so I've got a bit of Tim Holtz. Wowzer, those two don't go together. Oh, look at this. What beautiful paper. What can we do with that? I can only remember those 2 now that she did. It's lovely, isn't it? Love this paper. I've got another piece here. Let's see what we've got with this bird. Another one of those. Now I'm thinking, I can remember something else she did now. I could make that into like a mat to go on a page, so let's get it the right size. So I'm thinking about, let's say about 11. I'm going to go 10.5 centimetres because I know that'll fit on one of my pages. No, I've had an idea. Did you hear the cogs whirring? Right, so we're 15. Let's do it in half. That's 7.5. I'm thinking let's make something for the long, tall, skinny journals. That will fit on a page nice, won't it? Oops. So yeah, it is going to be matted, so not matted but stuck down onto a page. So that's the back, and then let's put some pockets on the front of it. And I saw her make some lozenge shaped pockets. So let's do that with some of the other pretty papers. I'm not sure how straight that piece is actually. Doesn't matter, does it? How beautiful is it now? Corners. Let's find some papers that we want to go on it then. So I've got grungy wallpaper. Have I got any more Tim Holtz in here? I'm sure there were some bits of Tim Holtz. There was that world map piece, wasn't there? Can I just bring it all in because I'm fighting it? There it is, look, right at the bottom. I wonder if I can use that. What do we think? Can't even remember now what width I made them. 7.5, so 7. See how much of it I'll get in 7 centimetres. Oh, not bad actually. And then are we going 2 or shall we go 3? So we haven't quite got some 6, 12, 18. We do them 6 centimetres high. Let's just try. Oh, it's not straight anyway, so let's straighten the edge. Well, maybe it's that edge that wasn't very straight. Right, 6 centimetres. Oh, how sweet! That's sweet. And 6. Oops, and I'll do 3, but I'm not sure if I'm putting 3 on. And 6. Okay. Should we do it on this one then? So what she did was, and she just did it freehand, but I'm going to be a little bit more cautious than that. She just cut the corners, all 4 corners, to make it sort of a lozenge shape, and then stuck, well, she stuck 2 on a book page, one slightly overlapping the other, but okay, so the same that way. It's just I know if I did it freehand on something this size, there'd be miles out. But you've got to think about which way to turn your triangle. I think I've done that right. Yeah. Let's oh, I'm wondering if some black would be nice. Let's find the black dauber. If we're going to do a job, let's do it properly. Just flinging things about there. Every time I touch this black dauber, look, I'm covered in it. In fact, I probably don't need any ink on it. Let me just dry those fingers off, because the black really does. Let's try it. Yeah, stays on. I don't want it too dark. Well, I don't know why I'm saying the black does, because I've only done 1 so far. Did I want to do them all the same size? Couldn't I? Yeah, it stays on all the daubers, doesn't it? Okay, So that one came from there, so it needs turning over for there. Well, I don't think I'm going to have got an awful lot done, but I have had fun playing today. Oh, that wanted to be the same way, didn't it? I've lost the plot now. That didn't go on there. That went on there. Yeah, it needs to go there, I think. Oh, back to school and tessellations. Is this just my third piece? I think it is. Yep. Never mind, who's counting? I knew I'd find the right project for this piece of matte paper if I waited long enough. Right, so we could go 2 like that, but I'm thinking 3 would be nice if I can get them on. Will it leave me room? If I go right to the bottom, I'm going to need some divots in them, aren't I? Oops. These would make nice big pockets, wouldn't they? These lozenge shaped. What are you doing, Denise? I don't know. Ask somebody else, I don't know. I'm having fun. There you are, I've come up with an answer. That's what I'm doing. So the sun looks like it's starting to come out. It was a very cold night, and yeah, I'm sure I saw on the internet that the UK is set for some snow, although we do get a bit of a scaremongering vibe on the internet, don't we? But I know the Arctic vortex has not gone yet, has it? It's still moving about. Right, do I need to put these in the right order? Let's hope not, because, well, right way up would be good. Yeah, I know Africa's at the bottom, but that's about all I know. Is that the North Sea? Canada? Oh, I don't know. Greenland at the top, Canada in the middle. I think that might be it. Right, let's have a different divoted hole. I wonder if it will go through all 3 at once, this. It's reasonably new, so it may. That means they'll all be lined up. I can't see if I'm in the middle. Oh, it did, you little beauty. Oh, I've put the black one on the brown pad. Okay, I've got more muddled up again now. South America, Greenland. Okay, what do you think? We could glue it on the page in 2 sides as well and have a nice long side tuck. That would be something different on the tall skinny journals, wouldn't it? I'm going to glue them down, I think. Just thinking, do they want any further decoration, but I don't know. And do I want to glue that bit down or just that? I'm just going to glue that for now. It will make whatever I put in it easier to come out, won't it? I love it when you watch somebody and they inspire you to make something similar but different. Now, I could have had the back of it. No. Why hide that beautiful map? Yeah, to take the idea a bit further and change what you do. I love it. And it's nice copying what other people do, but it's even nicer making it your own. So I said I was going to do another one of those fold down folio bits, but I don't know if I'm going to have time. I'm not. Unless we do it out of double-sided papers. And right, I need to leave a bit of room at the top so that the tag will, yeah, so they're only going to have small things in them, aren't they, look, because they're going to go over the top. In fact, that's quite a nice piece for a tag for them. I'm going to put that with it. I've got a little clip. Cheers. Just so I remember to make the tags from that. Lovely. Right, let's have one more make then. I'd like to use this. So it's been coffee dyed. It's from the cover of some, let's cut it on this Christmas shit. Oh, how many more times am I going to belt you with this? I think I'm going to have to lift the camera up a bit. It is quite low, quite closer than normal. I'll just try to get you a good view, but I'm not sure it's ideal. Just get this edge neat. I don't mind that bit showing particularly. So it was some Calf Kidston. So I don't know who it was. Somebody didn't know Calf Kidston on I was talking on Tanya's live a couple of weeks ago. This is Calf Kidston patterns. As is that. Right, Denise, don't bash them with that. Have that on the inside. That way up. Yeah, can make another one with this then. I mean, it would make an envelope or anything, wouldn't it? But yeah, I'm just liking the idea of these fold down. Right, that end's a bit not very happy. It's a bit bent, that's what I'm trying to. That's it. Oh, I didn't actually fold it, so that's okay. Lovely. I'm still going to make my corners round. That'll get some more of that corner out of the way that was a bit bent. Yep, some pockets in it real quick. Right, I've got some red here, some plain red that wants using up. Because it's quite full on in there, isn't it? Again, I'm going to have to ink that. Let's do it in black. I didn't fold that very well, did it? Just so that I can see roughly where it is. Yeah, I'll go around the edge of it in the brown, seeing as it's coffee dyed. Got a nice grungy black line there now, haven't we? We fold it again and make sure it's straight. Yep. So I'm going to have to bring this in again for speed. Are you a nice straight edge? You are, so we can do you that way. You see straight both ways, so try 7. No, that splodgy bit there. Let's try 6. Perhaps 5. Just over 5. Let's go 5.5. Okay, no more of that. Oh yes, there is, because we need it this way. Got a pencil line or something down it. I thought that was a hair. There. Now you can always put a gusseted pocket in it, but that would add a bit of bulk to it when it's closing, wouldn't it? Yeah. Just the top ones this time, I think. And I use this one because it's cutting nicer, just a little central-ish. Not very. It's not far off actually. Being a bit harsh on myself there. Not perfect, I guess is what I meant. Yeah, that's it. So you can see enough of that very bright pattern behind it. Ooh. I think I like that side better. It's got more splashes and splodges on it. And I think I might use some washi tape to decorate this one, just to give it a bit of something. Some of my Tim Holtz dictionary washi. Wasn't very square. It needs using up this because it's splitting in all sorts, and then I can treat myself to some more. So I've got a ruler bit, and oh, can you see how it's split there? Now it's not, I don't mind it, did I just do a glue? I don't mind it down split because it gives it a bit of interest, but yeah, then when it splits on the roll it gets hard to remove from the roll. So we just go crossways like that. Now that glue will dry see-through once it's down, and yeah, I've got some stamps here. That's need also using up. Should I just put a little stamp up there, seeing as it's red? I'll show you a brown one. Should I have one of each? Let's have one of each. Use it up. Oh, I've gone over that splodge that I went to such pains to save. That's the same man. This one's a female. Yep. And was there any more of that red vellum left? Did you see where it went? Don't even know if there was any. I might have used it all. Right, let's see what size we're dealing with. Something ready cut would be good, just to put down. Oh, I suppose we could have a pocket in there. You know, side tuck. No, it needs to be plain, doesn't it? Oh, it's a nice plain. Oh, look at that. I'm just going to put that down as the whole pocket. Yeah, could have done with those together really, couldn't I? Never mind. Oops. What do we think? Yeah, I'm going to. Oh, got the black one again. It's got a bit of distress on the actual artwork, so right, I need to get this fairly straight because of the grid lines on it. Make your eyes go funny. But this is me putting it down, so we'll see. I might just have to put up with funny eyes. Not bad at all. Yeah, that's something to rest your eyes on, isn't it? Oh, now I was going to do, and I can't, I was going to do the circular closure, but it needed to be under there. So, I wonder if I've got anything. Where's my little box? While we're at it. Oops. Now I have got some clusters up there. Let's just see if there's anything here. She's nice, isn't she? I love that puppy. And I'm liking the black and whiteness of it. Yeah, let's put her on. So easy. She's already inked as well. Oh, about there. Lovely. Wondering where it is. My bone folder is. So I haven't had my walk yet. I need to go for my walk now, but yeah, once I've done that would have gone nice as well, wouldn't it? I'm going to come back and play with some more of this, so I will probably just put lids on and leave everything where it is. Let's have a look what we managed to make. And yeah, see if I can have another hour playing. Put my phone back up there. Playing with all these makes. Okay, so we made this. It hasn't got pockets, tags in it yet, but a double pocket. Have we glued that down? No. To stick on a page. We made this lovely piece to go in a pocket. Yeah, I think I'll probably put a journal spot up there. Just some plain paper. Love that. And I love the clip, using the clip on it as well. Definitely need to make some more of those. Just made this one, yes, I just did 4, I didn't do many, did I? What on earth have I been playing at for an hour? Again, no tags yet, but I mean, these don't have to have tags in them. They could be filled with all sorts of ephemera or just papers. Yep, like that. And then this one, I'm going to make tags out of this. Which is quite full on, isn't it? I think I will use the black to go around this as well, perhaps perhaps quite dark. It might even be nice on a matted again onto a black background before it goes onto a book page, but we did that for a tall skinny journal piece of, yeah, I really like it. I'm loving the map and I love the size of it, so I'll put that bit behind. Yeah, okay, let me know if you enjoyed what I made today. It was lovely having you along for the ride. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen, and I will be back tomorrow, Monday, for, I think we need to do some stuff on the beginner's journal, even though I've got a couple of other journals waiting to go, but we're still in February, aren't we? Just, yeah. So yeah, I'll probably use the beginner's journal to see us out of February, and then we'll start a new month with lots of new projects. Okay, have a lovely, lovely Sunday, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.